The biggest mistake growers make is planting cucumbers in cold soil. That's right. A lot of times when growers see a nice warm day, could be in spring, and they go ahead and say, hey, let's go ahead and plant. And then by the time you put them in the cold soil, then the plants are gonna get stunted, and then they're not gonna really grow. And you can see the leaves start to turn yellow, so you want to avoid that. Okay, another mistake people make when planting these cucumbers, they plant them in areas where they don't get full sun. That is another big mistake. These plants, they love full sun, and once they get that full sun, you're gonna see the difference. They're gonna grow so fast because they love it. So make sure you look in your garden, look at your area, make sure that they're getting enough sunlight. I have to worry about all my fruit trees that's growing all over the place because they could shade it out, but I gotta make sure they get at least 6 to 8 hours of sunlight so that these things can thrive. You wait and see. These cucumber plants, they love rich soil. So what I like to do before planting is I like to add compost in the planting hole with aged manure and other organic matter. You wait, you will see. The reason why is because they are heavy feeders. I got distracted. I just saw a bird eating my blueberries. I got to throw that net over top. All right, let me come on back. We're going to get to it. The soil holds in moisture and it feeds your plant over the growing season. So if your soil dries out, that is only going to provide stress for your plant. And if your plant is stressed out, then you're going to have some bad results when it comes to getting all those cucumbers. So don't let it dry out. Make sure you use some mulch as well. That will definitely help you. Now, I found one of the best things you can do for your cucumbers is to grow them vertically. That's right, make a trellis. So I'm gonna show you the easiest way to make the trellis, and I'm gonna tell you why this is important. Now, you can grow it on the ground without, but doing it the trellis way, I've done both. I like doing it this way. All right, so you're gonna need 2 4-foot rhubarb, and I'm going to pound it into the ground 2 feet underneath. So let me go ahead and get my pole driver. Now I just eyeball 2 feet down. As long as the both poles are even, then you're good to go. All right, so what we gonna use for the trellis? You know those racks in your closet? That's what we gonna use. Now I'm using the little square cinder block right here so I can hold it up, so I don't have to worry about, I can do this by myself. And if you can't get one, you can get another person to help you hold it up. All right, so I'm just using this to measure, because I want it at the other end right here. So now I got it measured. I can put this out the way and I can get to hammering it down. All right, so what I'm using now are these zip ties, and make sure you get extreme weather. You can just get them from Lowe's. You can get a pack of them for $8 depending on what size you get. And all I'm gonna do is zip tie this around together nice and tight. And I'm gonna do that 4 times. And if you got it on tight, you can go ahead and cut those end pieces off if you want. It doesn't matter. Last one. All you gotta do now is take the little center block out, and voila, look how easy that was. Now let me give you a pro tip about the trellis here. You saw how easy it was to do. Now these are more expensive than they used to be. Well, everything is these days, but if you go to a local junkyard, you're gonna find tons of these. All right, so you can go there and save money. All you got to do is get the rebar and you're good to go. And these trellises do well for many other things. Squash plants, I've done that. It's just endless. Now the benefits of trellising your cucumbers is, number one, the airflow. That is going to be great for your plants. They're going to thrive because of it. Disease pressure is the next thing, and that goes along with the airflow. You may not have to worry much about powdery mildew if they're all spread out and the air goes up all through the leaves. That is another good problem. Now, I don't know about you, but I have a problem with the slugs going all across the garden, and onto my cucumber plants, and they will skin the cucumbers, and I hate that. So if I trellis them up, I don't have to worry about that as well. And think about it. It is so easy to harvest your cucumbers, and the cucumbers are gonna be cleaner. They're gonna be straighter. It is just great. So if you haven't tried it before and you want to try it, try this easy setup right here. You'll be good to go. All right, so let's go ahead and dig out our planting hole. For if you're new to my channel, I have a wood chip garden. So if you're seeing this right here, you want to know what that is. All these are wood chips. So I have to pull back the wood chips so I can plant into the soil, because you don't want the wood chips to get mixed into the soil, because that can tie up nitrogen. And if you plant your plants in there, it's gonna make your plants turn yellow. So I'll be looking for my wood chips, because I don't want to plant a lot of them in there by accident. So that's what I'm checking now. And before I plant, I like to put in that organic matter. This right here is crab shells and lobster shells from Neptune's harvest. I'm gonna take a handful and I'm gonna put it into the soil. Now this is a 5:3:0 ratio. I'm gonna go ahead and mix that in. I told you I like to put a lot of organic matter in. Also, I took out some of my black cow manure. I told you I like putting manure in my planting hole as well. So I'm gonna scratch that in also. And then just getting the planting hole ready for these nice cucumbers. These are the mini cucumbers right here. My family loves them, so I gotta plant them too. Now, one last thing I got, this is my Mycos. I told you once I order this again, I always use this stuff. All right, this is a Mycorrihizal Inoculant. So you put this on the roots. So I'm gonna put that over the planting hole, and what this does, it helps the plant take up more nutrients. So just think about it. If it takes up more nutrients, then that plant is going to explode. I mean, when the roots get bigger, and this plant is gonna thrive. So you don't have to have it, but I love using it. I've seen James Prigioni, his channel, and after I saw all his success, I said, hey, I know I gotta use it. And ever since, I've been hooked. All right, so now all I'm gonna do is backfill this with the black cow manure, and I'm gonna put the soil back around it as well. Now I'm gonna let this get taller before I put my mulch back around it, because I want my plant to get a lot stronger, but the mulch is going to help retain all the moisture in, and that's going to be a winning combination. Just like last year, I had some nice cucumber plants, and the cucumbers were awesome. Another big problem growers make is overcrowding. All right, so you want to make sure you don't have cucumber plants stacked on top of cucumber plants. And a lot of people think that the more cucumber plants that I have all close together equals the more cucumbers, but that normally has an adverse effect, meaning you're going to create all the disease, potential problems for disease, like we talked about with the airflow, because the airflow is so poor that they are so stacked on top of one another, and then they're going to have fungal issues like powdery mildew. And powdery mildew is terrible. It can be avoided by spacing your plants out or by trellising. That's why I like to use it. Now, if you look, I'm going to have another trellis about right here where I am, about a foot apart. And that's the secret. Not really a secret. If you trellis, then you can trellis them 1 foot apart, 12 inches, and you're good to go. Now, if you're not going to trellis and you're going to put them on the ground, then you need to go from 18 to 24 inches to give you enough space in between, and that will greatly help you. But with the trellis, I can get more, because all I got to go is 12 inches apart. And so that's what's going to be a wall of cucumbers right here. That's why I love trellising. But that's the spacing you need to have. The next big mistake I want you to stay away from is inconsistent watering. Now that we got the cucumber plant in, we want to make sure that we keep the soil moist, because if we let it dry out, then that is going to cause stress on the plant, and you'll see that in your fruit production. And especially when they start flowering, You want to make sure that it's consistently getting moist, because that can disrupt the flowering and also bring down the production of your cucumbers, and we don't want that. So just keep that in mind. Now check it out. You can't see it right now, but what I have is a drip tape, and these emitters go every 12 inches. All right, so this right here is going to be has been a game changer for me, and I got a lot of my plants connected to this. I don't have every single plant yet, but I'm getting close. All right, so I can just cut on my phone with the rain point system, and then just don't have to worry about it. And guess what? The drip system, I'm not worrying about getting the leaves wet, which could cause disease also. And so this is a win-win for me, and it's just something great to have. But even if you can't use a drip tape, just make sure you figure out a system, a way to come out and water so that they don't get inconsistent watering. That is key. And I'll put a link down for all the things that I have used in the video. So if you want to check them out, you can. They'll be down in the description. So let's go ahead and talk about my feeding system. We all know that these cucumber plants, they grow real fast, and so they need nutrients so that they can stay producing. And so I'm gonna feed them. All right, so right now I just poured in my fish fertilizer from Neptune's harvest, and so I'm gonna make sure I stir it around. But I normally fertilize my plants every 2 weeks, and this liquid fertilizer, this is going to be immediate. They're gonna start taking it in time you pour it down. And so that's why I like to use it. I want them to get them used to the new home. And once I start seeing the growth comes, and that's when I go either every 2 weeks. Sometimes I just go ahead and do it every week, because I want to make sure they get all the nutrients so that they can go ahead and start producing, and then we can go ahead and start enjoying the cucumbers. All right, so that is the setup, and I'll put that link again in the description. And I got a discount code, but it's attached to it, so if you purchase it, it's going to automatically come off at the when you get ready to pay for it. One mistake people make during harvest time is leaving your cucumbers on the vine too long. Believe it or not, that is a big mistake. All right, now you want to get those off when they're nice and tender. You don't want to let them stay on so that they can get bitter. Or when you let them stay on and they get to be real large, that sends the signal to the plant that, hey, my job is done. So if you leave them on and they get to be real big, that plant is going to shut down, because they think that their job is done, meaning they don't have to produce anymore. All right, so the main goal of the plant is to produce seed. All right, once they get established cucumber plants, they shutting down, and you're gonna wonder why my plant is not producing. So if you want it to keep on producing, once you see that they're on there, they're a nice size, nice and tender, go ahead and pop them off. That sends the signal, hey, I need to make more seed. My job is not done. So the more you pick, the more you get. That is so awesome. Don't leave them cucumbers on there, or you're gonna shut that plant down and wonder why. If you can avoid these mistakes, your cucumber plants can become extremely productive this season. Warm soil, rich soil, proper spacing, vertical growing, proper nutrients, and consistent watering can definitely change the game for your cucumbers this season. If this video has helped you, don't forget to hit the like button, share the video with others, and don't forget to check out my other videos, because over here we grow something tasty. And let me know in the comments what problems you have growing your cucumber plants. All right, I'll see you in the next video.